Hey everybody, welcome back for another winter collection review or holiday collection review. Today I'm going to be talking about the Olive & June Sweet Treat collection, and this one is so exciting. I feel like that this collection is a little bit buried on their website, especially since they put up their holiday shop. So I have a link down below for you if you want any polishes from this collection. Olive & June does send polish collections to me to review, and I love the brand. They are long lasting on me. I think their collections are really fun, and I love their Mani system. So you can purchase this in the Mani system, or you can just get the polish set by itself, or you can buy polishes individually, or you can buy a Mani system with just one polish. So the Mani system is what I exclusively use when I do my nails, and it's really nice. I just love it so much. If you want the Mani system or the Petty system and you're a new customer, you can use my code OJGopolished20 for a discount, and that's 20% off. And then all my links down below are affiliate links, so I appreciate you shopping off my links. And I also wanted to mention too that they did come out with a new gel system, and I'm super excited about it. In fact, let me just show you a little sneak peek at it. I am going to be reviewing this. I have to do it on my time though, you guys, because I have so many things happening right now, but love it. They sent this to me, and they actually sent me so they sent this to me, and they actually sent me another box with a light in it, so I might do a giveaway when I review this. So I'm hoping over the holidays I can test out one of the gels. It's been a while since I've done gel. I love doing gel, but I don't have time to do it because I have to swatch so much. But Christmas time is a good time when I'm kind of taking a little break, and I will take a little break this Christmas. And here's the other light they sent me with some gel polishes in here, so it might be fun to do a little giveaway. But I just wanted to mention that. Before we get into this review, my hoodie is just from H&M. H&M have my favorite hoodies. I think I have 3 or 4 colors in this one, and they're only like 20 bucks. And so I don't know if they're sold out or not. Last time I checked, they were getting pretty sold out. They might have restocked, but I'll put a link down below if that's available. And then my lip combo is kind of interesting. I put this Buxom lip gloss in Sandy on, and then it just, I don't know, I felt a little washed out today. And so I have recently picked up the Dior Attic Lip Glow in Mahogany, and I love it. So I just put a light layer. You can't really tell, but it just helped not wash me out. But this is gorgeous for this time of year. This is definitely going in my car. So kind of interesting combo, but that's what ended up happening on my lips today. And then the polish on my nails is one from this collection, and we'll talk about that when I get to it. It's gorgeous. I love it. I've really been wanting red this season. So this collection is a 6-piece collection. If you buy it as a system, then it will be a 7-piece collection because it comes with this limited edition green polish here that's really glittery and shimmery, and this one's called Because I'm Green, and we'll talk about that as we get more into it. So if you just buy the polish set by itself, you're only going to get the 6. If you buy it in the system, you'll get the green polish. I love the theme of this collection. It's kind of like a baking holiday, or just like baking in the kitchen theme. So the names are really fun and creative, and I think they're all so cute. Okay, let's get into the collection. Cookie Swap is up first, and this is a gorgeous pearly nude. I would say it's like a peach leaning nude with a beautiful golden shimmer in it. On the nail, it's definitely nude, and actually with that shimmer, it does show up a little bit warmer, and so it definitely gives off that kind of true nude feel. So it didn't stand out too much for me, but if you have darker skin, this is going to be so gorgeous on you. You would be lucky to wear this. So pretty. But for me, who has medium skin tone, not my favorite. But I do think the formula is nice. It's a very pretty shade. It had great coverage, more than I thought. So 2 coats is pretty good. I think I did do 3 for the picture swatch just because I wanted it built up a little bit more. But it's such a sweet and soft shade, so I really liked this one, even though I probably won't really wear it. But I do think it's really pretty, and I do think it's pretty for the holidays. Just that shimmery nude shade. And let's look at some comparisons, even though I don't really have anything exactly the same as this. Essie Glee for All is the same kind of color tone, but it's packed with more glitter, so it makes it a little bit different. OPI Gemini and I is brighter. Glisten to Your Heart is more orange with an interesting glow to it, so that one's a little bit different. That one's really pretty too, but I feel like this one's a little more cool toned, and those are a little bit warmer, so that is the difference with those. But I don't have a ton of colors like these, but I do think this one is pretty. So if you have darker skin tone, or maybe you like nude polish and you like glittery shimmery colors, then you're gonna like this one. Next is Star Baker. Love the name of this because I love the British baking baking show. But this is a pretty cool toned pink with a golden shimmer. The golden shimmer is quite strong, and in fact the polish is a little bit more sheer than I expected, and there's quite a bit of glitter in here, so it does end up being more of a warmer shade even though the base is a little bit cooler. And it did take, I prefer 3 coats for this one as far as building it up. I just wanted it to be a little more opaque and not have that nail line showing, so I did do 3 for this one, but I think it's pretty close to 2 coats. This one's really pretty. Same thing on my nail with that golden shimmer. It just made it look like a nude, so it didn't have a lot of contrast. Didn't feel like it had a lot of oomph on there, but I do think it's a pretty shade, and I like the name of it, and I think it goes along well with this collection. But let's look at those comparisons that I have that aren't very close, but the closest that I could find. So I compared it to Marion Ice. I love that polish so much. That one has more of a white base, so it gives me a little bit more contrast on my skin, so I do like that one a little bit better. And then OPI Quest for Quartz is such a pretty shade. It does have a more purple base with some kind of silver flaky shimmers, and that one's really pretty too. I'm glad I pulled that out because sometimes I forget about these polishes. And then OPI Best Day Ever is a more multicolored glitter, and that was from the Barbie collection. So these are all different. That just will hopefully give you an idea of what this polish is. I think this is pretty. Probably won't wear it, but I can see if you had dark skin, this would look amazing on you too. Because I'm green is this one, and this is the one that comes in as a bonus. It's a really bright metallic green with some green shimmer in it. It flashes between like a cool tone and a warm tone, so it almost has a little bit of gold in it. So I feel like this is a good St. Patrick's Day polish. I wouldn't find myself wearing this at Christmas time, but if you like bold colors and you love glitter, then you're really gonna like this one. So this is that bonus polish that's limited edition. The formula is pretty good. It built up in 2 coats. I felt like that was a little questionable on some nails, but yeah, I don't really have anything to compare this to in my collection. I don't really have any shimmers or glitters that are this bright green. So this is quite unique, and that's one thing that I do like about it. But yeah, this is definitely an out there polish. Is It Smoky in here is such a cute name, and I love these smoky shades. You guys know that. In my last review, I was just talking about these smoky shades, and this one's lovely too because it just has a hint of green. Not enough green to be close to the new Morgan Taylor one that came out that has even more green in it, and hopefully you can see that there, but it does have some green in it, but it still looks great on the nail. And the formula is really nice on this one too. It built up so nicely in 2 coats. Such a gorgeous glossy formula, and I just love this one so much. So I did pull out some comparisons. There's lots of different grays that have different undertones, and this one has that kind of green undertone. A lot of them have like a blue undertone. So let's look at the ones I compared. I pulled out the ones that I found were the closest so that you could see. I pulled out Olive in June Scattered Showers. Love that polish, and I love that this one's even deeper than kind of that and that same kind of color tone. And then Power Clutch is pretty much exact. It's very close, maybe a touch less green, but very close. And Power Clutch has been one of my favorites for a long time. I haven't worn it in a long time, but it's been a favorite for a long time. And then Morgan Taylor Smoke, the competition, is a straight up gray, so you can see the difference there. And I just love that this has a little bit of smokiness. It almost has a little bit of brown in it too, but not too much. When I pulled out the smoky brown gray shades, this one definitely had a more kind of gray green leaning. So it's so gorgeous. I love this one. I'm definitely gonna wear this one. Who Likes Radish is really cute because they actually have a few polishes that have the name Radish in it, and so I think that's super fun that they're continuing that on. I don't know if there's something inside about that or not that I don't know, but they just keep doing that. And this is a beautiful muted plum shade that leans a tiny bit wine. And I talked about this in my Ella and Mila review, and that one is very close to this one, so I'll have you look at it. They're both kind of unique actually, and so I think this is such a pretty shade, and the formula is so good. It builds up, oh, it's like so close to 1 coat, but 2 coats for this one, and I just love it. So let's look at those comparisons. So you can see the Ella and Mila shade that I was talking about is La Vie and Rose, and that one's very close. It's maybe a touch darker. Who Likes Radish, just, I hope you can see it in the picture, but just has a little grayish hue to it, so I love how muted it is. Plaza is more raspberry, and the closest Olive in June that I have, and then Skating on Thin Iceland is a deeper, richer plum, so you can see that one's not quite as muted, so you can see the differences there. That's one of my favorite polishes as well. So this one's cool and unique. I love these. I love that they lean a little more purple instead of a little bit more raspberry wine, and it's my favorite. Love it, love it, love it. Dark chocolate is this beautiful warm brown. This does have a little bit of muted quality to it too. And I have quite a few browns, and so I did pull some out. I have a lot of cool tone browns, especially from OPI, and we'll look at that in a minute. Let me talk about the formula. So it is a little bit more sheer than I expected, but some Olive and Junes build up more than I think they will on that second coat, but I felt like it wasn't quite enough, and I wanted to do 3. And maybe if I did them a little thicker, then it would be opaque, but I feel like sometimes with Olive and June you can't go too thick because it does take a little bit more time to dry, and that is worth it to me because you're going to get the long lasting effect from it, even though it takes a little bit more time to dry. So I would say 3 coats for this one. But here are the comparisons that I have. I have a lot of Essie and some Olive and June because they have quite a few browns. So I compared it to Espresso Teeny, and that's the one that just came out in their last quick dry line that I reviewed, and that one's a little bit lighter, and that's the one that's different. But the rest of these here, like CN and Essie Odd Squad, they're all pretty much exact. Very, very close. So not too different, but I did feel like this one is a fun chocolate shade. So if you don't have a brown in your collection and you want to add one, this would be a good one to add. But I do feel Odd Squad formula is really, really nice and just totally opaque though. So I would probably choose that one over this one, but this one's nice too if you like Olive and June brand. And then I love a good cherry red in the winter time, and this one is so gorgeous. This one's called Secret Sauce. What a fun name. And I love any pink leaning red. This one built up really nicely too in 2 coats. I was kind of surprised, like I said, with Olive and June, sometimes that happens that I do the first coat and I'm like, oh, is this going to build up in 2? And then it does, and it's just so gorgeous. And I'm loving a pop of red right now in December. I usually do. And I think I've had red on 3 times right now. I haven't always captured it or taken pictures of it, but I'm just loving it. So let's look at comparisons. I was curious to see how it compared within the Olive and June brand. And so let's look at the Olive and June comparisons. Lollipop has a little more red, and I love that color, but I do think I love Secret Sauce a little bit more. CV has that kind of orange undertone, and Candy Dipped is a more sheer red, so those were different. This one's really pretty, and with reds, I do like that kind of curly formula because I love that squishy look that you get with it, and so I think this one's really fun. Okay, so if I had to pick my favorites, these are the 3 that I would pick. So Special Sauce, Who Likes Radishes, and Is It Smoky in here. So these are my favorites. Let me know if you guys like this collection, if you've already picked it up, and which ones were your favorites. And have you tried any of the Olive and June gel polishes? I would really like to know. Please let us know down in the comments if you've had experience trying them out and what your thoughts are, because I'm really curious about that. So thanks so much for watching. More videos coming your way. Thanks for being patient with me as I've been a little bit slow this month, and we will see you in my next review. Bye guys.